Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the quarterfinal, and we have at the top in the red, as a Zerg player, we got Okko, and in the bottom, Tokiloki, the blue Protoss.
Yes, actually, I suppose that's a clan name or something or other, NoN-Tokiloki, and spawning here. Well, we had some hiccups getting into this match, but well, we're happy we're there. Observer also happy he's there. Well, that's great. But it's a ZVP, it's Daybreak, a very well-known map. What do you expect? No roaches, please,
No
says
roaches,
Tokiloki. Okay, so it's clear what he dislikes. But what do you expect in a TVP matchup? TVZ matchup, sorry. What
well,
am I? There's no T here. It's a PVZ. Sorry. Go right ahead.
Well, based on what I saw from Tokiloki, I think he will take this map way more serious than the previous one, because we saw building pylons and nexuses in the opponent's base. So actually, also like this, denying probes to mine from the mineral line. That's very nice to do. Takes a very great skill of APM. And we see also now that Tokiloki's APM is up to 210. So I think he wants to win this one because he got defeated one time. I got no clue who won the first match or who won the second match.
But it's 1-1, right? Because
it's 1-1, yes.
yeah, I should put that in the score screen. There we go. 1-1. And I think actually, well, there's one more thing I need to do. I need to swap the players. There we go. Now we have NoN-Tokiloki, the blue, with the blue food overlay as well. Well, both players going for a fast expansion. We will see a forge expand for NoN-Tokiloki. Very common versus Protoss, and actually there's a couple of things you can follow this up with. The least common of which is a Stargate play. More common is he has basically two choices: to go 2 base all in, or to take this as his 3rd base, and that's probably what this game is all going to be about at around the 10-minute mark. Of course, we're not there yet, but Okko will be trying to get his own 3rd up, and he will be trying to scout whether NoN-Tokiloki is going for an aggressive play, an all-in play, or whether he's going for a 3rd base.
A 3rd base, very nice.
There's
well,
the 3rd going down.
I think
4 minutes, 15 seconds. That's.
I think he knows well. You are going to force fast expand. I don't expect any kind of push or army or whatsoever soon, so I can easily get my 3rd.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, I know this looks quite wacky, and you're in this RTS game, and you can build a lot of units. So what most people do is try to build as many units as possible and go and try to kill their opponent. But of course, when players get better, they know that, well, he can attack right now, Okko that is. He can try to put some pressure on this this expansion build, but you know what? It's such a great build, although there's 2 probes here doing nothing.
No. That's but he will see it soon. Yes.
Yeah, there it is. But and then this is such a nice build. It's so timed exactly that most pressure can be held off quite easily by the Protoss player. So that means that there's really no point in putting a lot of pressure on right now, unless you have a very good plan. So why not just expand like a crazy person?
Yes, and he's now also taking his 3rd base as a Protoss player. So that's quite nice. So it will be 3 versus 3 bases, and I think it's going to develop in a nice macro game.
Oh, and that's a very nice spotting there. They get the probe just as these 2 zealots are moving in. They want to do damage to the queen, but
oh, nice micro! Did you saw that?
yeah, it's a very nice micro. I saw it. Not allowing this zealots to retreat. I quite like it. If you look at the loss tab, it was quite more expensive. Although the Protoss player only lost 2 units, they were way more expensive than those Zerglings. So nicely done there for Okko.
Yeah, but these kind of small attacks is just a poke, and actually Tokiloki is saying, "Well, I'm out there for you, brother." And do the zealots already have +1? I might have missed that. No, they
No, they
don't.
don't. Of course, when you get the Forge very fast, then you can also have the opportunity to get the +1 very fast, but he doesn't quite have the gas with the third going down as well. The gateways going down. This is a really, really economic play, and the real action will only start at about the 10-minute mark, probably.
Yes.
And in fact, it might be even later for Protoss, but of course, Zerg might be trying to put on some pressure by then.
And we also we seen here a nice battle between Zerglings and Zealots, but the Zealots are quite chanceless versus the number. Oh, I like that spot.
This is a
Between
nice
the minerals.
position, though. There's only one Ling, now two Lings that can attack the Zealot at the same time, so it does. Well, it got 4 kills.
Yes, and actually, warp gate research was really late in this game because of the third base. So they know that they don't attack each other quite soon. I like, by the way, I like the position of the Overlord at the natural of Tokiloki. He sees a lot.
Yeah, and probably he would like to have an Overlord here as well, just to be able to fly it and see what's going on. But there is the Twilight Council now and the Robotics Facility. Well, of course, now the Protoss can just get everything up because it's already quite late in the game. But all the tech is coming down. 2 probes here to block any Lings from running by too quickly. And actually, cannon, 3 cannons in the at the third. But
Yes,
it's nice that Okko is keeping his word. No roaches anywhere inside. Well, okay, there's
A few,
but that's okay, right?
But actually, I think Tokiloki really wants to be safe here. It's you know, it's the last game. Who wins this moves on to the semifinals. Anyone would like that. You also see an observer coming. He wants to peek to see what's going on, and then he wants to create his army. But we see that both players are not having an army quite yet. We only see a few
very
ranks,
passive play, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And so many sentries.
Yes, that's just to defend. Sentries are defensive units with some. Yeah, you
Okay,
can use those things later, and the creep is going more further.
So what's the master plan here? We see Okko now flooding a lot of roaches. I saw 20 more in production, apart from the units that are out right now. So that's 40 Lings. Well, it's not enough, not nearly enough to kill this Protoss opponent. But yeah, we do see some little bit more action on the map. Protoss taking a position here. Also, of course, wanting to expand in a couple of minutes probably. But what are their plans though? Because for Zerg it's always well, you go Broodlord and there you go.
Yes, and he will go soon because the hive almost finished and the spire in the same time. So nice timing there by Okko. And Tokiloki is suspecting that because his stalkers already have blink.
Yeah, they have blink. But what's his master plan? Will he just go for the mothership and try to
he has
to vortex it up?
Yes, but if Okko is on all this basis and when he gets the Broodlords, but meanwhile 44 Lings are coming in, which is a great counter towards these stalkers, and Tokiloki needs now to control his force fields very well.
Yeah, of course, stalkers with blink are quite fast, but these Lings are very nicely positioned for any kind of counter attack, because if Protoss, if Tokiloki moves up, then the Lings will just run by for a quick counter attack, which is quite nice.
Yes, and some infestors are coming into play right now. The Greater Spire is on its way,
and Tokiloki will add a couple of Colossi to his army, which makes it that much stronger to all these Lings and to the Broodlings as well. You just need a couple in that army, and then it's so much stronger.
But he needs good force fields if he wants to engage. If he misses force fields, then he's going to be screwed. So he needs good force fields, Corruptors, and we will see Broodlords very, very soon. So we have a Broodlord, Ling, with a few of Festor's army composition, I believe. Yes. And here, these these Stalkers are going to be swarmed.
It's always, these aims were always interesting. I mean, they look kind of like, well, you just have two players not really attacking each other, not really doing anything. They just take all the bases that they can, build an army, and there you go. But it's actually very interesting to see what kind of armies. I mean, both players have gotten to do everything they wanted this game. Like their master plan, they could just execute it, and you know, they didn't really stop each other at any point in time.
No. No.
And so really it now comes down to who has the better plan. What's the better
I like
economy.
this, by the way. Going for the Nexus immediately.
It won't go down though, but it was a nice play anyway. All the shields have gotten rid of, but only a little bit of hull damage, so that Nexus is not in any trouble yet. But of course now we see the first Broodlords out, and there are two more morphing in. And also a bit of... oh, nice fungals there. Look at that. Alright. Oh, and there's a blink forward, and will he target the Broodlords? No, he doesn't, and these Stalkers get... oh, they get eaten alive
yes, because the force fields were not against the Stalkers. This is the thing what I know was going to happen. You need to perfectly put those force fields, otherwise these Stalkers are going to be slaughtered by the Zerglings. So actually Tokiloki gave something away here, but you know, a Zerg who is free is a happy Zerg. By the way, am I lagging?
Well, apparently you're slowing down the game a bit, but well, I hope it will be alright now it's gone. But you really saw the supply plummet for Tokiloki, and yeah, those were the Stalkers that were eaten, the nice fungals. But yeah, let's figure out the lag thing if you're...
I'm not slowing down anymore, right?
No, you're not.
Okay, and meanwhile a mothership is on its way.
Yeah, it really needs the mothership. There goes a warp prison, but it gets spotted though, so of course
yeah,
there's
but
creep everywhere as well.
it has some warp prison speed, so it's quite fast, and this is also just to harass. At this point of the game, the only thing the Protoss can do is attack the base.
But look at that, and will he get the fungal off? No, he doesn't. Oh, there it goes.
Does.
And just he needs to get another fungal though. Yes, there it is, and this warp prison will go down without a fight. Yes, perfect fungals right there. Moving around a bit with the zealots, trying to do to poke in wherever he can, but of course his army he cannot take on the army in a clean fight. Oh, he moved right by those infestors again for a quick. And Okko is really on top of things. He sees.
Oh, and Okko is streaming into two places, at the natural and at the third base. Let's see, at the third base he's going to do some damage, but cannons are placed very well. So let's see what he's going to get. This Zergling army will be cleaned, but this gives him the opportunity to make a transitions into other heavier units than these small Zerglings. He also spotted the mothership, so he knows where he's at right now.
Oh, and there's a lone Colossus there. That Colossus
nice
really doesn't want to be there.
Ground.
Well, I don't know if it's micro. I mean, it's just a weird rally point, I suspect. But now it's trying to do some damage, but it will actually get taken down by Queen. No, it won't.
No, it won't.
But alright, yeah. For Okko, it was just cleaning up some supply, of course. Doing whatever damage that he could with that.
Yes, and this base is completely exposed, the fourth base, and it's given away by Tokiloki. He's not able to defend it, but he tries to warp some zealots.
Yeah, but those will be too late.
I think so. No, the Nexus will fall.
Too little, too late. Won't save the Nexus. And actually, of course, Tokiloki's army is quite small. In army supply, well, it's 100 against 122, and this mothership, of course, cloaks all the units for Tokiloki.
To be attacked right now again.
Oh yes.
So let's see if these cannons will fall. He also is going to snipe this base. I would love to see him to take down those pylons because it goes quite quicker than the warp gates. He's doing all the damage he can. Well, these kind of harasses are quite bad for Tokiloki. He does not need that kind of pressure, and he knows he has to do something. He has to move out. He will lose his third base, I believe.
Yeah,
Yes.
he can't really do anything about it. Because of course, as soon as he moves out this main army, I expect Okko to move in and try to put pressure on this base as well. We do see a warp prism here, but it gets.
Oh, really nice spot by Okko.
Great, that was really denied. And the warp prism does get away, but oh my.
Yes, and still at the third base, it's not cleaned up yet. While he brings down, he's dropped down another Nexus, which has been attacked immediately, and a big stream of units are coming towards the third base of Tokiloki. He is in big trouble right there. Okko is in front in bases and in economy, so there will be a continuous stream of units, and that's a big deal for Tokiloki. Because you don't want to be, you don't want the Zerg to be streaming that many units at your bases, and he's in big trouble. He tries to turn it around by harassing with warp presence and plays like that, but Okko just sees everything and is on top of everything.
Yeah, and the real problem is this army doesn't split up well. So if he tries to defend his third against some harass, and then maybe tries to put some other units in position somewhere else, then Okko can just say, oh, thank you, and kill his entire army just straight up.
And Okko is setting on 23 Broodlords right now.
Oh dear. That is looking grim. That is a really scary army, and the one thing that Tokiloki can do is have this mothership. It has full energy, so it can actually get 2 vortexes off, and he has a lot of Archons as well, so that toilet will be very strong.
He could he must play it for Archon toilet. That's the best he can hope for, and it comes just down to that play.
Will he get the fungal? Actually, yes, he does get the fungal again.
You know.
Such a strong player we see right here. He's really on top of things, and this is like the 6th match he's played in a row, I think. So.
And I think meanwhile Tokiloki is going to make a transition towards carriers. I see this this carrier upgrade.
Really? Yeah, you're right.
Mistaking.
Well, it's an arrow upgrade, all right. But he might be getting some void rays. I don't. I'm not quite sure, honestly.
This
I mean,
no,
yeah.
That was the upgrade for faster catapulting your.
Okay, so it's a carrier upgrade. It is a carrier upgrade, but you know what they say: if you want to lose, build more carriers. That's basically.
Yeah,
I've only seen Hydra really play games with carriers at a high level, but. Well,
the carrier is the counter to for the Broodlords. So if he's got enough carriers, he could get rid of the Broodlords, because Broodlords just can't attack these carriers. But meanwhile, he also has to deal with infestors and stuff like that, and that's a quite a heavy thing to do.
Yeah, the problem is the fungals, they kill the interceptors, because you can change fungal the interceptors, and they're just in one big swarm on the map, and just the fungals basically deny what the carrier can do. So now Protoss moving up, we see spine crawlerage all along. We'll see the creep moving forward soon, and then the spine crawlers can move up, and it will be basically a slow push until this.
Maybe he can use his feedback ability of these hard temples on the infestors. Maybe he could get some of them.
Oh yes, he would like to do that.
Yeah, but I think Okki's wisely enough to spend energy of those infestors. So, oh, more Archons are coming in. He's lurking for the Archon toilet. Yes.
Yeah, it's basically his only option, unless he gets the time to really get a lot of carriers up. No, Destiny is slowing down the game. Well,
yes.
I guess we won't be dropping him, so that's quite okay.
Oh,
and another fungal on the. How does he do it? That is just Awesome.
Yeah.
There is actually a warp prism here, but it's not warping in anything.
Oh, look at all of those changelings.
And they get stormed to death. Well, that's quite harsh, but oh, and now actually there are some zealots going on. Actually, they want to target the hive. That's very smart. But oh, some blink forward there. 1, 2 broodlords go down. Maybe just a third, but
just a little distraction. What Tokiloki needed, and this vortex sucking in some infestors.
Yeah, actually he kind of moves half of them in, and there is a nice storm on that. But there were only 2 broodlords in.
Wow, he's got some nice control here, Tokiloki.
Oh, and another. That's actually a better vortex, and now he moves up. Will he get his Archons in there in time? So much going on right now, but the vortex is still there. Now it comes out, but look at this army from Okko. It's just enormous.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Tokiloki, are you going to hang on? He's got a lone mothership. He has got 140 in supply, and he's going to lose this base. But he did resurrect the other 2 bases he lost, and he did get the hive. He did get the hive. That's very good, very nice, and well done by Tokiloki. It's his mothership has been pulled back, and he's waiting for carriers. He's building
5 at a time. That's really a lot. But they also, when they pop out, they need to build their interceptors. So it will take even more time before they're really up and running. Meanwhile, though, the 3rd is under heavy attack from these slow broodlords, but they are so strong. Look at that.
Well, I hope he gets enough time to get those carriers out, but this army of Okko, it's overwhelming with our 188 supply. Wow, he's going towards everything. He's got lots of 20 infestors, my good lord.
And there's no army. I mean, there's nothing really there for Tokiloki. Let's see the unit stab. He has 16 zealots. They're all here. They're trying to kill the tech buildings. So it's kind of a base race, but look at how unfair and uneven this base race is.
I hope those carriers pops out in time, but I don't see that happening. No, he cancels it.
Oh yes, he has 6 carriers. Where are they?
I think they are in the back.
Yeah, they're with the mothership trying to build interceptors. Of course, if he can dodge these all these infestors in some way, then kill all these corruptors again in some way, then these broodlords can be targeted. But
meanwhile, Tokiloki has moved to the 3rd of Okko, and this base is also going to be fall down. Well, will Tokiloki pull off some trick here? Because
well, these zealots are doing quite some damage, but the infestors do a good job against that. He's still almost maxed out against a falling Protoss, who is also losing all his tech and all his production structures.
Yes, I suspect a GG soon, because the supply difference is too big, and Okko is still on 2 bases.
Yeah, basically Okko would like to lose some broodlords now, so he can replace them with lings and just kill his opponent faster. But yeah. Oh, and there is actually is there detection here? Yes, there is, and these interceptors, they do a lot of damage, and we see another vortex. Of course, these broodlords doing nothing, but there goes the mothership. And the yeah, look at that! How many infested Terrans can you spawn? And the vortex, and nothing happens. Of course, there's 4 interceptors left. Actually, no, it might be more, but all 6 of them have survived.
Well, he's still choosing his angles.
Oh, look at that!
Wow.
That fungal was awesome.
Yes. Well, Tokiloki really showed courage and skill in this tournament. But I think Okko is going to take this game.
Yep, and that is why you don't see carriers. GG.
GG.
That was it, and well, I must say that was a very impressive game. Such a nice play from Okko. I mean, really solid, and yeah, he takes it 2-1. Any last remarks there?
Yes, it was quite a good play, but I think he was not aggressive enough in the beginning because a Zerg who's been left alone is a happy Zerg.
You do like to say that. Well,
Yes.
that's it for now. We'll see you in the next match.